Well, happy returns to one and all. Alright, let's go ahead and get right into this. Uh, what you are seeing in front of you right now is my little plastic box that is full of memory cards. Memory cards, if you are not aware, are these right here, which is for data storage of photos, audio recordings, videos, yada yada yada, and which I go through quite a lot. A lot of recordings there, a lot of screenshots, a lot of photos. So, anyways, that is what this video basically is all about, and which it is in regards to my receiving, basically akin to those videos out there on certain channels of found footage. Well, this isn't really footage, if you will. Um, it is one photo, and this is the story of the journey that I went upon that led me to quite the startling result. Okay, continuing on with these cards. So basically, this is the card that I insert into my phone that stores all that extra data, and which this is an adapter that you can slide that into, and which this can be inserted into your computer or to some other device, recording device, that will take this size here rather than what you've seen, the card size that I slid in here. Now, what I have also is what is known as a card reader. And all that is this device here, which one of these jacks plug into your phone, and then you can insert a card of your choice, and once doing so, your phone will be able to read whatever is on one of these cards. Now, if you're a regular viewer, I'm sure that you are well aware of the complications that I often go through because I run out of storage on my memory card and my phone as well. And when I don't have any kind of backups, well, I cannot record anymore, I cannot upload anymore, and so on and so forth. So, not too long ago, and this is the beginnings of this story of found footage, if you will. Not too long ago, I ran into that situation, and my neighbor across the hallway was kind enough to let me have two different memory cards that she had come by. I'm not sure exactly how, but she did not purchase them. But anyways, she helped me out in great times of need. And the memory card that I received from her this last time around is the one that I am currently using in my phone. And oh, hey, that was nice. So, anyways, she had asked me before I received either one of these cards to see if I could find out what information was on the cards because, in fact, I do have this card reader. And so we went ahead and checked both of them out. And this one right here had nothing stored on it. And the one that I am currently using had one image, one photo that was on the card. And that photo began quite the little detective hunt. And it is very, very cool, I gotta say. So, I am going to go ahead and show you the image that was on that card, and I am going to show you um, the information or details of that photo, where it originated, when it originated, and so much more. Okay, so what you just seen is the photo, mystery photo, that was the only data on the card that I received from my neighbor. And which that photo basically is the moon, and what you are seeing underneath, and which for quite a while until this information came about, to me it looked like a very bad picture of maybe the sun and a volleyball net, possibly from a beach. No, far from it. It in fact is the moon, and I will show you the information, uh, the details that was included with this photo once you bring up the details, and which it does explain that this photo is of the moon, and those are in fact power lines, and I will explain that here shortly. But otherwise, um, that photo was taken July 17th, 2022 at, now get this, 12:34 a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. July 17th just so happens to be my brother's birthday. This photo was taken in our hometown of Otsego, Michigan. And it was taken on a street that is called Dix Street, D-I-X Street. There is an elementary school on that street. As a teenager, my brother worked part-time uh, with a friend of the family who was like one of the main custodians for that elementary school. And while summer break was in progress, my brother would help him out at the school with his crew, doing whatever was necessary for that school as far as maintenance or what have you. And so all of this is like really starting to add up. And so um, January 7th of this year, my neighbor and I, that is when we used this card reader here to bring up that photo and the details thereof. Um, Yesterday, January 23rd, my brother had came over, and my neighbor from across the hallway, she had stopped by for a few minutes as well, and we were going over the story of this picture and where it eventually leads, and it was because of them that prompted me to go ahead and share this journey. Very, very strange. So, anyways, I am going to go ahead and show that information right now, just as verification of proof behind everything that I am going to share with you. Okay, now that you have seen that, let me go back once again to January 7th of this year, 2024, and to where my neighbor and I was reviewing the information on this photo, and which um, she also has her affiliations with the same town or city, if you will, of Otsego, and so still not knowing where she had came across this card, we decided to investigate just a little bit further to find out where this address was specifically. And so we went ahead and went to Google Street View. And as I was looking around, trying to figure out what the location was, and which basically it's at a car wash or nearby uh, a car wash that is in that area. And in fact, um, I'm going to show you yet another photo or screenshot, excuse me, taken from Google Street View, and it will show one of the poles and the power line that you see in that original photo. And this image that I'm going to show you is some guy walking down the sidewalk of one of our main roads there in Otsego, and he is walking past the car wash at that time. Okay, now that you've seen that, this is where it gets kind of strange. While I was on Google Street View trying to figure out where exactly this location was on this very familiar street, I decided, well, you know what? You can look at the sky through Google Street View. And so I went ahead, and from what they were showing me at that point, I went ahead and started to look around the sky. And it was one of those days to where we had those wispy clouds up overhead. And there, next to a formation of so-called clouds, uh, a distance away from the sun, if you will, which was partially behind. Excuse me, my phone just shut off. But anyways, uh, yeah, the sun was hiding behind yet another cloud, and to where what you are about to see, I do not believe is a camera lens flare. I do not believe that it was like a water spot on the vehicle, the Google Street View vehicle. No, because this image that you will see, and I am going to show it in different stages as I zoom in, because that way I can show that this did indeed come from Google Street View and so on and so forth. You're going to see a planet, a striped planet that is semi-transparent. This planet, this striped celestial object, I have recorded from this location in times past, and I have seen other people that have picked this up as well. This is one of those planets that is on a different dimensional realm that is intertwined with our own. There is nothing else that can be said but that. I want you to understand this, people. This is how I come across my information. This is crazy stuff. This is how things come to me. Just by, and do you think that is sheer coincidence? No. Everything happens for a reason and purpose. This is the kind of stuff that I've been trying to get you viewers to see and comment about. As far as I'm concerned, this is proof in the pudding unless somebody can prove to me otherwise. And the only person or persons that could do that would be somebody, a Google technician, put it that way. I've tried to debunk this myself. But anyways, the last shot that I show has been color enhanced. It's gone through a filter just to bring out the details a little bit stronger. So all in all, I hope you have yourselves a great one. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, this journey, if you will, of a, found photo footage or whatever you might want to call it. But it is a strong example of the process of how I glean my information and how information comes to me. So, I will try to get my sermon put together. Um, but until then, I guess we'll see you on the flip side. Have a great one.